Honestly, for me, this set of verses ties back to that great talk that was given by Elder President Benson? No,
Oh,
Hinckley,
the
I
pride
think.
talk?
Beware of pride.
Yeah, that was
Beware of
Ezra Taft
pride. I
Benson.
read that talk at least once a
That was
year.
Ezra Taft Benson.
Wow.
And it is so powerful.
It is.
Because this to me says, beware of pride. Do the right thing and do it quietly so that you're not doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for God.
So when you show up to clean the church on Saturday, on Sunday, you don't have to tell other people that you showed
That
up
you
on
clean-
Saturday.
That's right. It's because of me that this church is so beautiful and
Well,
clean.
some things deserve a reward.
That's
rather
right.
than cleaning the church. But yeah, because we all know people who are like, I go to the temple, every day of the week.
I know.
And you're like, well, other people go frequently too. I don't
And
know.
other people don't.
It's just, I don't, maybe that was a bad example, but it's
No, it's
just,
a good example.
it says to me, beware of pride.
Wow.
Well, I do agree with you, and I do want to share what Elder D. Todd Christofferson said in 2010. He said, the Savior's sternest rebukes were to hypocrites. Hypocrisy is terribly destructive, not only to the hypocrite, but also to those who observe or know of his or her conduct, especially children. It is faith destroying, whereas honor is the rich soil in which the seed of faith thrives. Now, this one comment, he says, this idea of not only to the hypocrite, but also to those who observe or know of his or her conduct, especially children. That really hit home as a mom and a grandma. Am I doing hypocritical acts that my children are seeing? Is that affecting them in any way? What do you think about that comment of Elder Christofferson?
I think it's so hard as a parent to not have some hypocrisy because we know what is right and we know how to behave, but it's hard to do it ourselves, right? We're not perfect. We talked about that last time. Yeah. We're not perfect and we make mistakes, but we don't want our kids to make those mistakes. So we tell the kids, don't do this, even though I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it on purpose. It's so hard.
It is hard.
And so I think it's good to have that open conversation. You shouldn't say things like that. Well, you do. Well, I shouldn't say it either. Let's work together. Let's work together to overcome the natural man.
I love that.
It is interesting because in my work with kids in the foster care program and with at-risk kids, youth, one of the big things that drives them crazy is hypocrisy. Right. And they can see right through if you're not genuine or if you teach one thing and then you go behind your back and do another, then you've lost all cred with them. You're done.
Oh, yeah.
And so it is interesting because if you're honest and even if you're imperfect, but you're honest and you're impeccable. You don't try and be separate and above, but you're like, I struggle with the same things you do. Mm-hmm. I struggle with losing my temper. Sometimes I want to do things that are inappropriate, but I hold them back. And so we're going to practice together then when you're on that level. So I think it's okay to teach things that we're still learning and be a mentor as opposed to.
Right. And I do know.
But it is easy to feel
just like
that
you
way.
were saying, I know a young woman who went to a movie and she saw her young woman leader going into an R-rated movie.
Remember Mother's story about that?
And she lost credibility as a young woman's leader because of that one little choice.
Right.
Well, when I was thinking about this, especially, we talk about these four, and I do want